Hello, Santa Monica. Councilmember Sue Himmelrich here with today's Santa Monica coronavirus update. It's May 1st, May Day, but for most renters, residential and commercial, it's also rent day. For those who are unable to pay all or part of their rent as a result of the current emergency, please pay attention to these important changes to our temporary eviction moratorium. This week, the city strengthened its temporary eviction moratorium in response to the deepening impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. The revised supplemental order extends the eviction moratorium through June 30th. Strengthening the eviction moratorium ensures that our community members can stay in their homes, restaurants, shops, and offices during this emergency period, even if they are temporarily unable to pay rent. It helps ensure the safety, health, and well-being of the public, and it minimizes the devastating impacts of COVID-19 for our community as a whole. Here are some of the ways the revised order updates the eviction moratorium, including it extends the end date for the moratorium from May 31 to June 30th, 2020. It extends from 6 months to 12 months the time for residential tenants to pay the rent they were unable to pay during the moratorium period due to financial impacts related to COVID-19. During this 12-month period following the end of the moratorium, landlords may not evict tenants for non-payment of the previously unpaid rent. The moratorium gives residential and qualifying business tenants additional time to pay rent, but it does not, let me repeat, it does not waive the tenant's obligation to pay the rent by the end of the 12-month period. The revised order clarifies the issue of notice to your landlord. When a tenant provides the landlord with written notice and documentation of the landlord's inability to pay rent and indicates any loss of income or increase in expenses due to COVID-19, that is sufficient. A single statement written by the tenant can be both the notice and the documentation. Tenants are encouraged to provide additional documentation if possible, but it is not required. The revised order automatically voids any provision in a rental agreement, payment plan, or any other agreement between a landlord and tenant that waives or modifies any rights under the eviction moratorium. We have received a lot of questions about this, and please let me clarify a few of our frequently asked questions. First, how does the eviction moratorium protect the rights and interests of landlords? Landlords may continue to collect rent from tenants who experience no adverse financial effects related to COVID-19. Landlords may also pursue unpaid rent through the eviction process 12 months after the moratorium ends. Commercial landlords may pursue rents at any time from larger commercial tenants, which are not covered by the moratorium. What are the penalties for a landlord who does not comply with the moratorium? The city may fine the landlord $1,000 each for each violation of the moratorium. Also, the tenant or the city can sue the landlord for violations of the tenant harassment ordinance. The maximum civil penalty for a violation of the tenant harassment ordinance has been increased from $10,000 to $15,000 during the emergency. Examples of violations of the tenant harassment ordinance include: 1, a landlord continuing with eviction notices or lawsuits against tenants, even though the landlord knows that the tenant has a defense under the moratorium. And 2, a landlord forcing his or her way into a tenant's home without consent, even though there is no critical need for the entry. For questions about the city's eviction moratorium, please visit santamonica.gov/coronavirus or call the city's coronavirus hotline at 310-458-8400. On a separate topic, if you or someone you know is a Santa Monica resident or worker seeking affordable housing, we hope you'll go to santamonica.gov/housing to learn more about the opportunities opening today May 1 for Santa Monica's Section 8 and below market housing program. Yes, starting today, May 1, 2020, our Section 8 and below market housing programs are accepting online applications for new housing opportunities for Santa Monica residents and workers across income levels today. The Section 8 program provides rental subsidies to low-income families to help pay rent. If you are a business owner, please sign up for our weekly COVID-19 email to businesses at santamonica.gov/coronavirus-business-resources. Please continue to visit santamonica.gov coronavirus for the latest information and call our hotline at 310-458-8400 or email info@santamonica.gov with any questions. Please stay safe, and thank you for listening.